Hey, it's Sue here from the Unicorn Advisory, your trusted Kajabi expert with a Kajabi quick tip for you. Now, today's one is an easy one. I'm going to show you how you can make your links look so much nicer in the Kajabi automation emails or the classic editor emails. And it is exactly the same technique for adding links and making them look beautiful inside your lesson content area and your blogs. So let's jump in and I will show you how you can snazz up your links inside Kajabi emails, blogs, and lesson areas. All right, so I shall get rid of myself off the screen. So, firstly, let's say you've got a link for a Zoom webinar call, something like that. Generally, those links are pretty long and also pretty ugly. And they're just ugly and they're not sort of something that catches people's attention. And B, sometimes it can make your emails display a bit whack when someone actually sees it in their email browser because it tries to extend the width of the email to the length of that link. But thankfully, there are three ways that you can make that link look a whole lot nicer. So you do not need to worry about it looking ugly. So I have prepared them earlier and then I'll come back and show you how I do it. So first is just changing up the text and actually linking some text and then adjusting the format of that text to make it look a whole lot nicer. That one's the easiest way to do it. You can also create a button if you are in emails. You can't do that in the lesson area or the blogs, but I'm going to show you a workaround. And otherwise, you could actually create a graphic in something like Canva and actually attach the link to the graphic, which looks a whole lot better. And you could even put what looks like a button on that graphic so that people go to click on it. Sometimes having that visual display and having that sort of intuitive way that people go to click on things can be really helpful. So we'll have a look in the browser and see how these show up. So instead of the link just looking like this and it just sort of being lost in a bit of a wall of text, we can either have it so it is in a bigger font and it is bold, a color of your choice. We can have it so it is inside a button. So you can use this button feature, which I'll show you how to use in your Kajabi emails, or you can actually put it as an actual image or a graphic so that it's really, clear and someone will pay attention to that. You can also use graphics for things like if it is a download for something. If someone has got a free course or a resource and the URL link is so that they can go and download. Hopefully that's back now. I think so. Maybe I'll just change my mic just in case. No, hopefully it's okay. If you cannot hear me, please do let me know. I am doing this live. All right, so we need to get the actual URL. So I'm going to get rid of this one here. So we need the URL first. So we'll go and copy this actual URL. If we want to put it in some text, you could put it on text that is already existing. So say we just want to put it so that the URL is just over a couple of words. We just need to highlight it and go into insert link here and actually go in. I often will go to open in a new window so that it will force that to get open. And voila, this word is now linked. So if someone hovers over it, that will be a clickable link. Sometimes you might want to bring more attention to it. Sometimes just doing it on one word, again, it can be a little bit easy to get lost. So often when I'm doing links, I will actually bold the word that is linked and I will actually pick a specific color. So I'm going to show you this is our orange color that I use, which really contrasts well against the rest of the words and makes it a bit more obvious that it is actually a link. And you can also go and underline it if you want to be for sure. Sometimes the Kajabi emails don't actually show up with that underline on it. It depends on your site settings. So you can certainly do that. Or you can do what I've done here, where you make it much bigger and an even brighter color. And we could even change the formatting of this to be even bigger still. So that is how you can add the actual link into the text. That's the same pretty much throughout Kajabi, anywhere in Kajabi, in your lesson text, in your blogs, most of your emails. So hopefully you're all over that one already. But what if you want to add a button? Well, it's the same kind of thing. We can actually just type some text in here. join me on Zoom. And then we can highlight that text and click onto insert or edit button. And if we do that, what it's going to do is it's going to put our display text in there already. So then we can add our link. We can go new window, and then we can choose the color of the button either by clicking onto here, or we can just type in the number. I'm going to put in again our orange color, and that has made the button. Now you can still do additional things. You can still go bold. You could still make that much bigger as well. So we'll preview that and see what it looks like. So you can still play around. So we've got these two versions of the button here. If you want the button to be bigger, if you make the font bigger, then it is going to show up as a bigger button. So you can just pick whichever is your preference. And then the last way is to to add an image and then make it a clickable image. So sometimes just note with your emails, you do actually need to shrink down the size of the image. Sometimes it can get a little bit skew-if. So I do recommend always sending a test email to yourself so you can see what it looks like. But once you have added the image, to add an image, you just come to upload an image, and then you'll just go and choose your image. I've already got one in here. So what we do then is you just click onto the image after you've added it, and then go to this insert or edit link and just copy your link in there. And then that is making that image a clickable image. So that's some ways that you can, really make things stand out in your email. Sometimes when you just send emails and they're just text, it's easy for things to get lost. And when you are using these automation emails in Kajabi, which are the emails that go out whenever there is an automation that says send email, it's going to be using this, which is the same as the Kajabi Classic Editor email. When you're using the pretty templates under the broadcast and sequence, you do have a lot more formatting options because you're actually using an HTML template. This is also the event email template, this more simpler text-based one. So with some of the options, you'll have better options to add in buttons and images, but anywhere where you've got this text-based one, this is what you got to do to make them look good. So that is emails, but how about things like blogs and lesson content where you don't have the option to add a button? Well, adding the link and making things clickable is just the same. We can insert or edit link, and then we can upload an image, and then we can attach the image, attach the link to the image. However, if you have a button and you want to put a button and there is no option for a button, so this is in your lesson area in Kajabi, in the text area in each lesson or in the blog, well, there is a little nifty trick. You can actually make an image and make that image clickable and make the image look like a button. Add the image just like you would add with an image, and then add that clickable link to the image so that people can then click through. So the best way to do that is just come to Canva. There are loads and loads of templates. I just searched for button, and these are some of the options that came up. So you can find something in there, or you can just make something for yourself that literally is an image that looks like a button. There are some snazzy ones in here. If you want something that's a little bit fancier, you might be able to find something that's, more along the lines of your brand. Some of these are really pretty, but I do think it works best when it's something where you have that border around it, just to make it super clear that it is a button. Something along these lines where you've actually got, those edges on it can be helpful, but thankfully there are lots of templates and you can easily make it your own. So just change the words, download the image, put it onto your computer, upload it, and then attach that link to it. And you can change the size of it as well to look more like a button. And that way you can have buttons in your lesson area that can go through to additional places. You can also put it into your blogs and really snazz it up and give much more chance that someone is going to see that in your blog or in your lesson or in your email and actually click on it. And that is what you want them to do. So I hope you found this helpful. If you did, please do like this. Just know I'm going to be doing a happy dance when I see you liking. You can subscribe and let me know in the comments if you have a tutorial that you would like me to do. I'm doing a daily live tutorial every day during October for Kajabi-tober. Or Kajabi October. The month of October, we are celebrating all things Kajabi. So Monday to Friday, I'm doing live tutorials all month. So let me know what you would like to see. And if you're not yet using Kajabi, of course, please do use my affiliate link. You'll get some amazing bonuses, and you can choose from a 60-day free trial during October. Or if you're very quick and luckily seeing this when it's live, you can get 20% off for your first year. So 2 great free trial options. The link is going to be below, or you you can go to theunicornadvisory.com/Kajabi. I hope you have a beautiful weekend. I'll see you back here next week with more wonderful Kajabi tutorial action. See you next time.